Down we go for double 19.
That's
And he'll take that as a solid enough start to proceedings. 15 dart, breaker throw, and Danny Lowby is on the board in Group C.
Himself on a bogey here, the 162. So if Rick would get around those and find the treble 20, it's bounced out. He's lost the dart.
40.
It's 40 floor for Robert Rickwood. He's going to need a treble or a couple of doubles because Lowby is on tops for the match.
Robert, you require 100.
He is lurking. He is waiting. He is poised for a Rickwood mistake. Oh, tops, tops. Oh, yes!
Robert Rickwood.
What a way to save the match! And so he can only go large and then hope that Lowby can't convert. Well, he's done the large bit, but will Lowby do his part of the bargain? Well, that's 79 left. So think about his options. Went treble 13 to give himself a dart at
44.
tops. And he grazes the wire for the match.
40.
And so Robert Rickwood, who has had to survive the Lowby onslaught, finds the win.
And the match,
Wickford wins in his first match at the Super Series. He gets the better of Danny Lowby in a high quality contest by 4 legs to 3. Next up is a debut for Charlie Large up against Mal Cummins.
Those stats not converting into results, this is why. Offering that encouragement and that hope. And it's double 16 again. He missed it in the last leg for a 143. He takes it in this one for 108. Large finish early on.
18 for the match.
Following a miserable campaign in Group A where he wasn't able to win the big moments, he is able to win the biggest of them all there for Mal Cummins. With the last start in hand, he wraps it up for a 4-2 success against Charlie Large, who was impressive in moments. It'll be interesting to see how his day goes as the day goes on. Coming up next, David Evans, Yuri Brewer.
Going to be a sitting duck, is he? Because if he finds this double 8, he's going to go top of the group after the first round of fixtures. And it is a statement of intent performance from David Evans, who gets the better of Yuri Brewer by 4 legs to 0. Coming up after the break is the beginning of round 2. It's Lowby up against Large.
Because then you'd notice that I've turned the duck around and then you'd be thinking about the duck. Well, there's always ways to win games.
I never thought in my life I'd be commentating on professional darts. I'll be talking about how moving a plastic duck could help you towards winning. Go on, Yuri, move the duck.
I think he did. He must have heard you.
180. Yuri.
Lowby.
4th leg, it's Charlie to throw first.
There's not many times that a game involving Danny Lowby will see 3 legs completed in 6 minutes. This is slow play for him. That's good play for Charlie.
140.
Maybe the blue touch paper's being licked. Maybe we're going to see something a little bit special.
180.
He's 141 points away
80.
from being
Charlie
the second man
141.
to hit a 9-darter in this venue. Conor Heenahan has 2. What a fine effort that is there from Charlie Large. This is where the audience would be giving him a round of applause. 7 darts in the treble 20. But now the job on the task moves on. Now it's about winning the leg.
48. Charlie, you require 66.
First things first, get it in the leisure. Forget it's even happened. Class
Game
from
shot
Large,
on the 4th leg.
2 apiece,
Charlie Large.
12 dart leg, and a statement and signal of intent. And if the break is accrued, he's fine for the match, Charlie Large. Tops is what he wants, 2 in hand. He's been quite good at the doubles today, although that was pulled quite low and the facial reactions showed exactly that. And so Charlie Large now is throwing for the win once again.
64.
I think you'd have expected there. One right on the wire. 2 darts missed to save the match. Going to be 2 darts for Large to win it.
15.
Is
Danny, you require
that
4.
the opportunity? Will he get more chances to win this match?
2.
He'll get more in this leg.
Charlie, you require 10.
He's going to get that opportunity. A moment he would have dreamt of this morning, trying for that match-winning double. He's finally here.
Game,
and he crosses the finishing line to get his first win of the Super Series. Charlie Large gets the better of Danny Lowby by 4 legs to 2, and the group favourite is suddenly in a bit of trouble. Coming up after the break, Yuri Brewer up against Robert Wickford. Seismic win for him.
Yuri, you require 36.
We asked the question if he's going to get better as the week went on.
Game, shot.
And the answer to that is yes.
Yuri Brewer.
He was 84 in his opening game and then follows that up with a 4-2 success there over Robert Wickford. He's got some more points on the board. His 3rd victory in the week. Coming up next, Cummins takes on David Evans.
Mal, you require 118.
I don't think I've ever been to that shop.
Turn left, tops left. 1-0 Mal
Cummins.
Cummins.
The first leg, Mal Cummins.
Played at Holmes. David Evans was the main event player of that. He played every week and he was winning every week.
180.
I think he wants to return back to this
David,
format and try and
68.
re-establish himself as one of the top players in it.
Game shot in the second leg, David Evans.
That is how you do it. Well, Cummins hits a 180, applies all the pressure.
This would be so ironic. Total darting irony!
Game shot in the 4th leg,
They
David
couldn't find a
Evans.
double in the last leg, and now David Evans has pinned the 1-4-1. It's a funny old
5th
game
leg,
at
it's Mal to
times.
throw.
Must have been struggling.
171. Mal,
This is
you
better though
require
from
44.
David Evans. Better from both. We've made light of it, but they'd have been very disappointed with that situation and missing all those doubles.
12.
They'd have almost felt a little bit
David,
embarrassed
you
with that
require
situation
36.
as well. But David Evans, not letting it feel like an opportunity that's passed him by. He's actually
Game
carving
shot
out
in the
more.
5th
It's a
leg,
13
David
dart leg there
Evans.
from David Evans. On the back of the 1-4-1 he took out to win the last leg as well.
Begging.
Mal, you require 120.
And so, to save the game, he needs to climb the ladder. He needs a top-rung Hail Mary,
80.
which isn't going to be found.
David, you require 10.
And so Evans returns to 5-5 to complete the job, but he's going to split. He's going to go 2-4-4,
Game,
and he gets
shot,
the job
and
done
the match,
by 4
David
legs to 2.
Evans.
There was somewhat a lot of apology there from David Evans, but he wins 4-2. It was a game that, well, it had its moments. Evans a 4-2 victor. We're going to take a short break. It's Lowby v Brewer coming up on the other side of it.
They
0
require
points.
130.
Can't be affording to lose more than those 3 games in a Group C. Especially
Game
if you
shot
want
in
it
the
in your
third
own
leg.
hands. But what
Danny
a finish from
Lowby.
Danny Lowby. He has really turned it on here. A 130 finish, a 12 dart leg. 2
Fourth leg
from
is
2.
Yuri to
It's
throw
all
first.
green again for Danny Lowby. It's all positive. I'm not
Yuri require
surprised.
116.
But this would be some tungsten tune if Brewer can take out the 116.
Game shot in the 4th leg, Yuri Brewer.
Well, he certainly is singing now, isn't he? 2 apiece.
140.
Start all over again. And this is for the match.
40.
That
Danny
could have been the
requires
severest of
60.
severest punishments. It's going to be 2 at tops for Lowby,
40.
but he's not over the line yet.
Yuri require 100.
But he's had 6 darts from 140 and he's still on 100. He's going to get a dart though. Nearly recovered
80.
the situation.
Danny require 20.
For his first points on the board,
Game,
Danny Lowby
shot,
gets over
and
the
the match,
line. A little
Danny
bit of
Lowby.
fortune at the end of that game, but that's what he's needed in this to get his first points on the board and give himself an opportunity of getting out of this group. Coming up next, we've got Large taking on Stretch.
A
Charlie
set
require
designed way.
161.
There's a couple of ways you can go for 161, but they have to finish on the ball. And you have to get 2 trebles.
65. David, you require 60.
Tops a 3-1. Not the worst lie in the world.
Game shot and the 4th leg.
3-1 it is.
Evans.
Well, this would be some way to get the job done for David Evans if he can notch up
96.
the 1-6-4. He's already had a
David, you
1-4-1
require
today.
164.
Another. The bullseye to win in style.
131. Charlie, you require 58.
He felt like he wanted that more for the
Game shot and the 5th
moment
leg.
rather than
Charlie
the leg.
Large.
And Charlie Large continues to do what he does. You don't give him too many chances because he takes them.
60.
2 at tops, a more tangible double this time round. For 3 wins from 3. And to assert his authority on this Group C. David Evans, word perfect thus far, getting the better of Charlie Large by 4 legs to 2. And so next up, Robert Wickford and Mal Cummins on the hockey to see who's going to provide the best opposition.
Starting on the bullseye for Robert. 25 would have left him the ton.
85.
But there's no gimmies really with
80.
Mal Cummins. You never feel fully settled with him at the moment because he's let a few opportunities pass him by.
Game
This
shot
won't
on
be
the
one
first
of them
leg.
though. Mal Cummins
Cummins.
gets a breaker throw in the opening leg. I said there's going to be opportunities come and go for the players. We're seeing evidence of that
Second leg is
already in
Mal
that
to throw
opening leg.
first. Now you require
But there might be
78.
some good vibes coming very soon. He took out 80 in the opening leg. Good recovery.
58.
Wasn't able to convert
Robert,
in the
you
end.
require
Rickwood
100.
did this double-double against Scott Mitchell.
Game shot in the
He only
second
needs
leg.
the one
Robert
in
Rickwood.
this one. 100 finish for Robert Rickwood. His second 100 finish of the day.
However,
36.
it isn't going to be the cleanest at all. Ironically, he's left the ton, which is seen to be his favourite finish on the planet at the minute. And it may have to go.
136.
That's a superb setup
Robert,
for Mal Cummins.
100.
Rickwood has plenty of positive vibes on this. He's done it 2 ways. This was the way he did it recently, and he did it in this match.
Game
And for the
shot on
third
fourth
time
leg.
today,
Robert
Rickwood takes out a ton. However, that one is probably the most important one because that one breaks the throw, and he is
Fifth
now
leg, it's
throwing
Robert to throw
for the
first.
match. Finally in the
166.
balance.
It's going to be one dart. And it's going to be at tops. It's been a friend all day, but when he's
26.
needed it the most, he has just grazed the
Mal,
top
you
wire.
require
And so
78.
Mal Cummins now is going to get his opportunity to get the game won. And he is going to get a solitary dart at the top of the board.
38.
And he can't convert either.
Robert, you require 40.
This is where all the drama of that situation where you both had darts just seeps out and you can just step up
Game
and get the
shot.
job done. And
the
Robert
match,
Rickwood,
Robert Rickwood.
nearly blown a 3-1 lead, ends up going over the line, a 4-3 success that sees him go second place in the table. Coming up next, we've got Lowry Brewer taking on Charlie Large.
Now means that
You
Charlie
require 20.
is going to have 6 if he wants a double 10.
No
He's going to
score.
need them.
The strength has just become the weakness. The most crucial time for Charlie
60.
Large. He's got another opportunity.
Charlie required 20.
There's still not a massive sense of urgency applied yet
Game
by
shot on the
Brewer.
6th leg.
A much
Charlie
better
Large.
dart there for Charlie Large. We go all the way in this one. It is one leg shootout for the 2 points, but it's advantage Brewer.
100.
In a deciding leg, 134, ton 40, ton, to leave yourself on 127 after 9.
93. Yuri
Charlie
required
Large has hit a treble with
127.
every visit. He's playing his part. But Brewer is just finding the very best.
95.
And I like that play as well. He didn't fancy the 127 in game. He just wants to set up.
59. Yuri
All about
required
being
32.
pragmatic. Now he needs to be enigmatic on this double 16.
Game.
To win in the game, to win in the match, and Yuri Brewer gets the better of Charlie Large by 4 legs to 3. It puts him into the top 3 in this group. It means 2 wins from 4 thus far. Coming up next, it's going to be Mal Cummins up against Danny Lowby.
And you require 140.
For the match, another one of them. Gives himself double 10 to win in style.
130.
He probably would have been hoping that would have missed on the outside if he was going to miss, so he'd come back for the double 10.
140. Danny, you require
5 for a
10.
13 darter to wrap this
Game,
up. What a
shot,
performance
and a
that was
match.
from Danny Lowby. He
Lowby.
reels off a 4-0 success over Mal Cummins and keeps himself truly in the mix for Group C. Man top of the table coming up next, David Evans taking on Robert Rickwood.
Maybe nothing to split them in this match if Evans can take out the 1-2-4. Treble 18. And now the bullseye.
99.
Not far away, and so Rickwood to double his lead.
You require 72.
The running average that they've been throwing today is not much apart either. So this is all going to come down to these sort of key exchanges.
Game shot in the second
Rickwood
leg. Robert
wins
Rickwood.
both of the key exchanges so far. He doubles his lead. David Evans may not be stretching away at the top of the table.
That can work out is because that will be the overlapping game. That'll be the last of one session, the first of the next. And so, yes, Evans might be in a good position, but it doesn't guarantee anything. Well, this double 8 would guarantee
Game
a leg
shot
back.
on the third leg.
And back
David
to 2-1
Evans.
it is. Just gives Rickwood a little bit of a nudge on the shoulder. And so Evans is back to send us to a decider.
David, you require 25.
25 is what he wants to send us the distance. It's going to be 2 in his hand at double 8. This has been
Game shot
a double
on the
where he's had a little
sixth
bit of a
leg.
love-hate
David
relationship
Evans.
with today, but he finds it on this occasion. And so, on a couple of occasions where he's had to breach the Robert Rickwood dam by going a couple of legs behind, finds a way of sending it all the way.
Out David Evans. After 12 darts apiece. They are both on a 1-3-6.
David, you require 136.
Can't split these two. But can Evans find something out the top drawer to win
96.
the match? He's left top,
Robert, you
but can
require
Rickwood
136.
do what Evans couldn't?
No. So David Evans returns to stretch his lead at the top of the table.
36. David, you require 40.
Double 10, 1 left in hand.
Game, shot.
And it is
the match,
Evans who
David Evans.
extends his lead at the top of the table. He keeps Robert Rickwood on 4, courtesy of a 4-3 win at the end of round 4. Coming up after the break, the beginning of the final round of fixtures sees Mal Cummins take on Yuri Brewer.
I think what Mal Cummins getting here, though, is a crash course
140.
in sort of TV experience and TV darts and the environment of a camera on the board as such, because
60.
you mentioned he's played in World Series events, he's played in both codes World Championships on the WDF
140.
and PDC
Yuri
at
require
Alexandra Palace.
146.
But his highest TV average is 81.60. That is significantly lower than
94.
what we'd expect to
Now
see
you
from him
require
in any other
112.
room or environment.
Game shot in the second leg. Mal Cummins.
Highly impressive for Mal Cummins. Back-to-back ton 40s, followed by the 112 outshot. 15 darters to level up at 1 apiece.
Worth almost as a player, not even looking at, because this is where it all gets a little bit Lionel, a little bit messy.
171.
There's nothing messy about
Now you
that.
require
9 darts thrown
124.
apiece, and they're both down on potential 3-dart combos.
92. Yuri
Well,
require
he's done all
94.
he can. He's left a double after 12.
What a recovery with the second dart to leave himself double 18
shot. And
to
the match,
win the
Yuri
game for
Brewer.
12 dart leg. That was ultra impressive from Yuri Brewer. A real kick, a real push to the line, producing his best starts when it mattered, and he beats Mal Cumming 4-3. Next up, it's Wickford against Laca.
Cape on Robert.
64. Robert, you require
Is he
100.
going to be Agent 100 once again? Oh, he could be, you know. Double 10. He's
Game
done
shot
it
in the third
again!
leg. Robert Rickwood.
For the 5th time today, he's taken out the ton.
Been a good day. Yeah,
37.
he signed it off with a victory. Gives us the old Bob Anderson. That's after a 180, Robert. Not after missing a tops.
But he is going to come back for this tops. And it's going to be
140.
under pressure for Charlie
Robert, you
Large.
require 40.
And so, to round off your day with a 3-2 record, tops is what Robert Wickford wants. And now double 10.
Game.
To seal
shot,
2
and
points and to put
Robert
him well in the
Rickwood.
mix. Going into tomorrow, he's temporarily second in the table after beating Charlie Large by 4 legs to 1. And so we head to our final game of the session as Danny Lowby takes on David Evans.
And he
12
require
darts needed.
116.
Leave himself on tops.
Game shot in the
And
third
talk
leg.
about
Danny
timing.
Lowby.
Dan Lowby, who's been getting absolutely pummeled in this game, it's got to be said, pulls out a 116 finish.
Fourth leg, it's
To
David to
stop
throw first.
David Evans having
Game
an
on.
opportunity.